What do we need to understand about the Chinese people and the Chinese rulers that are different than us?
Right. So I'm not quite so sure. I used to be of the mindset that they do think much more long term. But I've read some interesting things in the last year, which makes me kind of come around to the belief that for Chairman Xi, this is a lot about him and his rule and resolving this unresolved problem before he leaves the scene. And that if you look at Chinese actions over the last couple hundred years, that, they may be just almost as transitory as we are. Now, I will grant this. In their educational system, they're very careful to educate the Chinese children about all of these humiliations, the century of humiliation that China suffered under the European powers, including Russia and America and Germany and Japan and France and England. And that these need to be avenged, right? We need to avenge the opium wars of the mid 1800s. So from that standpoint, they do use history as a way to justify the parties helming the country and restoring Chinese greatness to centuries past. So in that, yes, they do hark back to the past.
And we're using our history to attack ourselves internally.
Right.
Chuck, we have to run. I hate to do it. But real quick, and this is a horrific question to ask, a war with China and America, who wins?
Well, I think America wins certainly for the next 10 years. We need to invest in nuclear weaponry. We need to modernize our nuclear weapons. The Chinese and the Russians have been putting a lot of effort into that. And frankly, we've been resting on our Cold War era laurels and haven't invested anything in our nuclear deterrent. And I think that's very important. We also have to invest in our Navy. Our Navy has atrophied significantly. The training levels are down. Morale seems to be down. This is the most important arm for America, is the Navy. It's also the hardest to maintain and the hardest to build up because it takes so darn long to build Navy ships.
Hey, Cyber Crusaders, thanks for watching that whole clip. We have much, much more of that, clearly, on our website. You can download the app as well and become a supporter and watch the whole darn thing.